Do, 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 do. Let's see here. All right, there we go. Let me see if I can actually pull this up because I got a lot of a bit of a recording section right here to do, if you ask me. No. Do, do, do. Oh, I had game capture revealed for some reason. No. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I have to do this. Do, do, do. All right, there we go. I want to get that one part out of the way straight away. All right, let's get that last part of Sakura Santa out of the way because I had that read through put on hold for quite a long while. It is the harem ending of it after all for this slop session, aka one-handed gaming. So, what a Christmas has been so far. Ain't that something? I think I had I had the wrong sound settings the whole time. There we go. Should be better now. I usually forget to change the system on it because it always automatically changes to the application version of it, which fucks it up. What a Christmas has been so far. So many girls. Can't believe that I've been going out with 3 girls at once instead of sticking to 1. That's just insane. Even my brother, who was insanely popular in school, only ever had 1 girl at a time. Now all of them know about each other, and they don't seem that angry about it. That's the complete opposite of what I was expecting. I have a feeling that everything is going to go down tonight. After all, it's Christmas Eve today. This day, of all days, is definitely where things are going to happen. I just wonder how it's all going to pan out. Each girl turns up one by one. Now they're in a 3-way standoff. So you two also like, yes, for a very long time. Koji is so much fun to tease. Don't tease Koji. I never imagined this kind of gathering between Santa Claus, a fox spirit, and my childhood friend. I wonder what my family would say about this. That's a good question. We just all have to come to a perfectly reasonable agreement that I'm Koji's wife. He wished for a wife at my shrine first, after all. That isn't what I wished for. What the hell? Can I be your wife, Koji? Can I though? Itsumi steps up and hooks her arm with mine. It's obvious who should be Koji's future wife this time. It's the one who knows him the best. And who has waited the longest. Just to confess her feelings. Dad said I should look for a husband who will treat me right. Someone kind and gentle. I think it's you, Koji. Nonsense. Koji has already promised himself to me. Our destinies are intertwined by the red string of fate. Flippin' why? I am a spirit after all. I know about that sort of thing. Sure you do. Fate, huh? Why is this the first I've heard of this? Akina lifts the edge of her kimono, grinning. Here's my proof. Until we marry, I'm not going to wear any panties. And Koji can peek under my kimono anytime he wants. Santa just stares in stunned surprise. Not wearing panties? What the fuck? Again? You're shameless. Koji, do you really like this? He loves it. You told me I shouldn't wear any panties, ever. Koji, if you wanted me to not wear panties, you could have asked. How can you just say that out of the blue, Itsumi? Do I have to take off my panties too? No, you're fine, Santa. I don't know what you like anymore, Koji. You used to be so easy to please. Easy to please? And they call me shameless. How long have you been pleasing, quote-unquote, Koji? It's not like that. He used to like toy trucks when he was little. Toy trucks? Why don't you play with my toy trucks, Koji? Oh. I know what she meant by that. Give me a break. I can't believe I actually heard someone use that as a pickup line. Just then a firm hand drags me off to the other side of the apartment. That fox is getting too much of your attention. I'm your childhood friend. I should get the most. I was here first, after all. Itsumi grabs me by the back of my head and shoves me face first into her ample chest. Huh, now you can see only me and no one else. I managed to surface for air, gasping, "Stop that!" Then I hear a crash behind me as something breaks. Oh no! I broke Kochi's mug! Why do I have to be so clumsy? Hey, don't cry, Santa. I can just get another cup, you know. No, I'll fix it. It should be easy. She sweeps all the fragments into her hands and brings them to the kitchen table. I'll just use my wand but when she reaches for her wand, it isn't there. Oh no. Of course, Akina's gone missing now. Oh gee, I wonder who took the wand this time. Get back here, you cheeky fox. Make me. Hiding in another dimension is cheating, you know. Koji, you're forgetting someone. Do I have to wear the bunny outfit to get you to look at me, or do you prefer a Santa? Koji, it's no fair. It's not fair if you don't play along. Where is she? I can't see her. Please give me back my wand. I need it to fix Koji's mug. Santa is on the verge of tears. Akina, be nice and give Santa back her wand. Itsumi, let's go get my photo album. Do you want to look at that? You mean the one with our photos? Right, that one. Koji, I won't give her back her wand if you're going to ignore me. You side with Santa all the time. It's not fair. Just do it already. Fine. She pops back into view and reluctantly returns Santa's wand. My wand! My wand! Now I can fix this. She doesn't let anything get her down for long. The mug's pieces start swirling back together as she uses her magic. I need to concentrate on this. So everyone, just... Santa suddenly stops, the half-assembled mug hovering. Who is touching me? Just then, I notice Akina groping under Santa's skirt. Santa lets out a surprised shriek. Well, it would be shriek, but it said squeak, so... Get out! You have a cute butt, Santa. It's nice, springy, but also firm. It's almost as good as mine. Isn't that right, Koji? How long has the rough housings gonna resume, though? Tired of being ignored, Itsumi seizes the fox's ears. Are you forgetting something, fox? Let go! Let go, let go, let go! Akina twists in Itsumi's grip, somehow keeping her hands in place under Santa's skirt. Koji, help me! She won't stop picking on me! The hovering mug falls back into tiny pieces of porcelain. No, Koji's mug! I need to focus so I can put this back together. Even with the fox tormenting her, Santa starts again, her attention unwavering as she fixes the cup. Let go already! This is too lewd when it's a fox spirit. You liked it this time, didn't you? You're evil. Pure evil. Koji, please, get her to stop. Oh, wow. This is your punishment, Fox. That's not surprising at all. You're not going to get away with bullying Santa without me taking notice. I'm left staring at the situation in front of me. This is absolute chaos. I have completely lost control. And yet, it's my apartment. I did it. It's all better now, Koji. Santa manages to slip out of Akina's grasp and return the cup to me. Thanks. I reach for the mug in her hands. Just then, our fingers brush along each other. Santa gasps in surprise at the feeling. Then the mug falls to the floor and smashes into another 100 pieces. Oh my god. I am not surprised. This is so dumb. Oh no! I broke it again. My heart skipped a beat when I touched you, Koji. Itsumi and Kina suddenly stop, mid-struggle, to stare in our direction. Don't think you'll get Koji that easily. She's so innocent. She's dangerous. They nod together as one. It's a strange kind of solidarity. I can be cute too, Koji. Just look at me. She starts to open up the kimono. With a flourish, a brief glimpse of her bare skin is revealed. See? No bra. I can't help but stare. But now Sana's tugging at my shirt. Koji, do you like these shameless things? Itsumi approaches with a nod to Sana. He is one of the greatest perverts of our time. As a man, he does not discriminate at all. Boobs, butts, bellies, and thighs, he loves them all. Don't plant strange thoughts in Sana's head, damn it. When I look back to Sana, she's hiding her face under her cap. It's a bit of a misread if you ask me. So shameless. This is embarrassing. This is a strange kind of hell. Yeah, you definitely walked into hell indeed. Yeah, that's what happens when you try to maintain all relationships at once. Between all three, I don't know who to pay attention to. Well, I guess it's my fault for dating all of them at once. So this is what I must endure. I'll find a way somehow. They won't defeat me so easily. I just hope I'll be able to survive the night. At least Christmas isn't lonely. That's what I am most grateful for. After several more hours, all of them grow tired. They stop struggling and pass out together on the couch. Sitting back, I surveyed this damage to my apartment. Several broken cups. Akina ate most of the fridge. Itsumi pulled out most of my shelves looking for that album. In spite of all this, somehow I don't have a single regret. It's surprising, but despite all of the arguments they get into, they're getting along with each other. I think. I'm hoping. I just hope they stop tormenting each other. I don't know what will happen if someone grabs Akina's tail again. Even Santa might lose it if her wand keeps getting stolen. Itsumi seems particularly jealous whenever I look at the other two. The silence means I get to look at all of them undisturbed. Sitting down across from them, I do just that. I can't believe it. They made so much noise and did so much. Now I see them sleeping peacefully together like this. It warms my heart. It's hard to believe I thought my Christmas was going to be lonely. Well, hey, let you look at that. That ought to cure your loneliness, Jesus. Maybe that's the visual novel Slop session right there where, you know, which cures the lonely man. Lonely men, that is. Between these three girls, I'm never going to have a moment to myself. But I don't mind that. I spent a lot of time alone. Now that I have these three wonderful girls in my life, well, cute girls make everything better, right? Watching them is starting to make me feel sleepy too. I guess I have a harem? But I don't really want to think of myself as a harem protagonist. Well, you already gotten to that route. I don't know why you want to think that. I do love all of them. There's no getting around that. So, I guess this is a harem then. Koji. Don't forget Christmas dinner, Koji. Santa's mumbling in her sleep. You'd think Santa, of all people, wouldn't be able to sleep this night. But here she is, snoozing away. Yeah, isn't your job to deliver presents? Koji, don't forget. Promise. You promised you'd make me your wife on Christmas. She must be dreaming. I don't remember that promise, but I guess it's prophetic. Come back, Koji. I bought new panties. Wanna see? That ridiculously cheeky fox. Even her dreams are about teasing people. But I can't help but smile. Sleep well. I find a blanket and drape it over all three of them, tucking each one in. It's cold tonight, you know. As I say that, a thought occurs to me. Trying not to disturb anyone, I slip in between all three. When I settle down, each girl smiles her own little smile. That's better. You're so warm, Koji. Here, look. My panties. There's no point in being shy anymore. I wrap my arms around them as much as I can. Stay warm, girls. It's supposed to be a cold night. Well, they sure are getting along. They are sleeping together. So... I can feel myself nodding off. What a great Christmas it's been. I haven't felt this happy in my own life. That was a bit of an odd noise. Is it because I opened Discord? Is that why? I don't know. Either way, everyone, I'm so grateful that I met you. I'll tell you that every day. I love you, all three of you. Did it end just like that? It's been 17 minutes in. Oh, okay. This is finally it. The best day of the year. Christmas Day. Now for the moment everyone's been looking forward to. All three wake up early. They're unwrapping their presents now. Let's see how things work out. It took a lot of time to come up with what presents to get, but facing the last minute crowds was worth it for this moment. Buying a gift is really hard. Santa opens her gift first. She just can't restrain herself. A squeal of delight bursts from Santa when she sees what's inside. Oh, Koji, I love it. Well, I'm glad. In her arms, she holds a fluffy teddy bear. The stuffed toy squishes in her arms when she squeezes it against her. It's so soft and warm. I can tell you put a lot of love into this gift. Itsumi goes next. She stares curiously at the box and shakes it once or twice before tearing the wrapping open. It's... yeah, an old photo of us. I got it framed the other day. Do you remember this day? I do. This was the last day we were together before we graduated. She cradles the photo gently against her chest. Thank you, Koji. I thought I had lost this photo forever. I will treasure this. The last to open her present is Akina. I wonder what you could have gotten me, Koji. As an underwear connoisseur, maybe you want me to model some laundry? Lingerie? That's how you... I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. This is still weird either way. I know you're a massive pervert that wants to see more of my butt. Once she unwraps it, she blinks in surprise. Oh. It's a new kimono. When we went shopping, I noticed you were looking at this particular shop. I custom ordered it for you, Akina. I hope you like it. She buries her face into the silky fabric of the new kimono. It's beautiful, Koji. Thank you so much. She flashes a bright smile to me. I'll wear it for you right now, if you want. No, not yet. Let's wait until tonight. I'm going to cook all of you a fantastic Christmas dinner. Oh, Koji. Do you mind if I invite some family over for Christmas dinner? Family? You mean... Yep. Claus family have all heard about you by now. They know that I spent the night at your home too. All three of them stand up, together. We've got presents for you, Koji. Mine is better. Don't bet on it. One by one, they all cuddle up to me. In order, they kiss me directly on the lips. For a moment, we stand there. Maybe I don't have to pick just one. Now then, since we've had our first kiss, it's time for the honeymoon. Wow. A honeymoon? But it's too soon for that. You need to stop being so shy. At least, if you want to win this battle, that is. Yeah, I'm surprised Sakura Santa is not even up on the freaking category title for you two. It's too obscure. I know. At least if you want to win this battle. Well, I'm not sure what to think of everything that's happened this week. 3 beautiful girls who love me, and I love them back. I suppose I can just make the best of it. Merry Christmas, Koji. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, you shameless pervert. There's only one thing I can say in response. Merry Christmas. Yeah, it ends just like that. Merry Christmas from Wing the Cloud. Wow. Well, that's what I get for putting that read-through on hold for several years. I came back just to finish this up. How amusing is that? Wow. What a way to end stream from here, right? No. Yeah, I don't know. Like, literally, how long has... When was the last time I've, released like a part 1 of it? Let me see here. Yeah, 7 years ago was the part 1 of Soccer.
Want to waste my
Shut up. Nobody wants to hear my fucking voice from 7 years ago. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I had to put it on hold for so long until just now. But hopefully I don't have to see people type in the comments and say go back and reread and go for the other routes. So that being said, hope you enjoyed this short read-through of the sword, and Merry Christmas and or Happy Holidays, that is. Alrighty. Well, that was a bit of a short read-through. Jesus. I'm gonna assume all these are... Yeah, those are the locked images of this. Well. Alright. See if I can switch from here. There we go. Fucking why the hell is there autoclick? Okay, well, don't do that. Delete that shit. Oops. Get out of here. Stupid Steam store page fucking up on me.
says he loves me all the time. He calls me 15 times a day. He likes to make sure that I'm fine. You know, I've never met a man who's made me feel quite so secure. He's not like all them other boys, they're all so dumb and immature. That's just something that's getting in the way. When we go up to bed, you're just not good. It's such a shame. I look into your eyes, I want to get to know you. And then you make this noise, and it's apparent it's all alone. It's not fair, I think you're really mean. I think you're really mean. I think you're really mean. Oh, you're supposed to care, but you never make me scream. You never make me scream. Oh, it's not fair, it's really not okay. It's really not okay. It's really not okay. Oh, you're supposed to care, but all you do is take. Yeah, all you do is take.
Thank you for excellent.
Oops.
I lie here in the wet patch in the middle of the bed. I'm feeling pretty damn hard done by. I spent ages giving head, then I remember all the nice things that you ever said to me. Maybe I'm just overreacting. Maybe you're the one for me. There's just one thing that's getting in the way. When we go up to bed, you're just not good. It's such a shame. I look into your eyes, I want to get to know you, and then you make this noise, and it's apparent it's all alone. It's not fair. I think you're really mean. I think you're really mean. I think you're really mean. Oh, you're supposed to care, but you never make me scream. You never make me scream. Oh, it's not fair. It's really not okay. It's really not okay. It's really not okay. Oh, you're supposed to care, but all you do is
Right. Sakura Fantasy. That's crazy. It's not even under. They don't even like Wayne the Cloud VNs apparently. Jesus.
oh, he loves me, loves me, loves me, loves me.
All right. Is there any? Oh wow! I have to go. I gotta go to the freaking playlist thing, huh? Oh my god! Absolutely ridiculous. Um, this videos for reaction farm. No, I'm trying to find my freaking music playlist that I usually tend to update. And by the time I get like monetization, and then it's going to be switched to re-uploading music to a different YouTube channel. Oh my god. I'm so thirsty for this. Jesus. All right, let's see if I can pop. All right, let's do a little test while at it. So, all right, so now it okay. So it does pop up whenever open a desktop app. Why would I want to open this in the desktop app when I can just do this? Because it's like, yeah, there we go. So something like this. All right. Let me contain my breath a bit because doing this video essay like without having a script and it can be like, you know, a little bit of exhausting at times, you know. Actually, I'm overdue for my coffee. Hold on. I need my coffee.
I am so happy with this day. Tonight, don't wanna leave so far away. I am not afraid, whatever has to come.
Man, I'm still fucking tired. Like, even with like 6 to 7 hours of sleep, it's like, man, I really wish I could have just got back to bed. All right, let's pause it. Edit. All right. See what I can do from here. How is my recording of the last part of Soccer Santa now? All right, let's get that last part of Soccer Santa out of the way. Gasps in surprise at the feeling. Then the mug falls to the floor and smashes into another 100 pieces. Wow. Did that audio really fuck up on recording though? Holy shit. That's actually, that's a little bit disastrous if you think about it, right? Look at this shit. All right, let's get that last part of on it. One by one, they all cuddle up to me. What about the other one? So I'm recording this for a really quick. If I can just record this right. So one of the interesting things when it comes to the indie game developments of the sort. God damn it, I fucked up in recording. So one of the most interesting things when it comes to video game related drama, especially when it comes to video game development as well, for indie game development that is how a person would be successful over one game and have the entitlement in which he decided to, he or she decided to, talk shit and, start to talk shit. Okay, well. So one of the most interesting things when it comes to drama related topics is video games and whatnot, especially when it comes to like the indie game developments and whatnot, where one person gets successful over making one game in which it leads to self-entitlement and resorting to the shit flinging online. So I popped up this one game called Class of '09 on the Steam store page, in which I read out the description and, so on and so on. But let's look at the trailer and see how that gun goes. So, it is an anime trailer after all.
I think cam girls do a little more than we did.
But at least they get paid. We had to flirt with that weirdo for free.
No, we lost a bet. That's not free, it's just hoeing pro bono.
Why would you put up flirting with Jeffrey in the first place?
Oh, so you thought she could steal that hot dog roller?
No, but just that whole class yesterday. Wow, Jeffrey, your Naruto drawings are so good. Ew.
That wasn't even.
Right. So, from the looks of it, it looks like it could be made into like some sort of anime adaptation, but in game and whatnot, it has a little bit of a visual novel, like, 2000s aesthetic when it comes to like, the school stereotype. So I can at least read the little bit of a mini description right here. This is the anti-visual novel. Instead of playing as some guy magically able to score with beautiful anime girls, you play the anime girl and create the mass chaos in the lives of your potential suitors. Earnest comedy, social accuracy, and late 2000s aesthetic await you in the Class of '09. Now, when I read that, mini description out loud while I was in a VC and with some Grand Blue Fantasy guildmates on Discord, one of my friends who I won't mention thinks that the video game developer for Class of '09 is a pretentious douchebag and compared him to Phil Fish, which is pretty interesting. It is a bit of an interesting theory to put it that way, but I'm not sure if it turns out to be true and whatnot. But it is pretty interesting. Now, I found this video clip, which is 5 minutes, which says Phil Fish Japanese games just suck. So it might be a very interesting comparison in a way. I think one of my IRLs in which I showed the video to, I showed a 5-minute clip, and he thinks that when Phil Fish made that statement, he thinks that he is racist. But I'm not really sure. I haven't watched this clip in a long while. I think that clip was around I think when that happened, it was around 2014, 2015-ish, whatnot. But let's see.
Thank you for excellent movies. And I'm a freelance game programmer. And in this movie, you were inspired from Super Mario and Metroid and Rockman. I am so proud of it, and as a Japanese. And my question is, could you tell me what kind of about recently Japanese? What do you think about recently Japanese game?
Is it what is about Japanese games that inspired us?
Recent.
Recent
I'm
Japanese
sorry.
games.
They suck. I'm sorry. Like, you guys need to get with the times and make better interfaces and update your technology. We're totally kicking your ass. Back then, you guys were the king of the world, but your time has passed. I'm so sorry.
Did you look at his face? Look at what you did, Phil.
I have a more specific game design comment that is
So hateful. Are you swoop in and be constructive?
No, this is well, I mean, I don't like Japanese games either. The thing that I don't like about them, all the modern ones that I've played, except like Dark Souls and Demon Souls and stuff, is you sit down and the game treats you like an idiot, right? Like, you have to click through 700 little boxes telling you how to do everything. There's this idea, so Western game designers, and I'm only familiar with the game design dialogue in the West, but old school games like adventure games had all this random stuff where you had to read the designer's mind, right? And at some point we understood, oh, things have to kind of make sense for the...
Right, so Phil Fish said Japanese games suck, although according to wording, I'm pretty sure. So my IRL friend, who I'm not going to mention, which me and him get along with each other, he said that Phil Fish was racist, but he only said Japanese games would suck. Although, if anything, from the looks of like, see, here's the thing though. I'm watching this video from like really old. This is from like 2014, 2015-ish. If it came around at that time, I would have been like, hey, Phil Fish and people that associate with him are, subhuman demons or whatnot. I don't know. Like, it's like, what did they wanted to get out of me? But see, this is what I don't understand about when it comes to video games like that. I feel like a lot of people don't understand that Japanese games are subjective in the matter. And, people like Vosh thinks like, well, Phil Fish wasn't wrong. And, the Japanese games for sucks applies to like gacha games or not. And I was like, okay, then how does this, I don't know how that even correlates because there are JRPGs. I feel like there are more than just that because I'm pretty sure there are also some platforms and whatnot too. So it really makes sense. I guess the correlation kind of, is pretty understandable because I'm pretty sure this guy who made Class of '09 made this because he thinks, Japanese visual novels suck. So maybe my friend on Discord may be correct, but it has not been confirmed. I've heard some like controversy about this guy where he's like, oh, he's like a pretentious douchebag, and then various social media websites that people are on there, love that have like a political affiliation, loves to stir shit up. But if anything, with this kind of video game theory in mind, it is an interesting similarity where this guy who is the developer of Class of '09 is the new Phil Fish. So anyway, we can just watch the clip additional more.
Player to expect to get through them, right? So we have to train people on our game mechanics, and then the rest of the game can be expanded out from that initial training, right? I feel like Japanese games take that too far, and Japanese games feel like it's illegal to ever let the player do anything that has not explicitly been shown to the player in painstaking detail earlier in the game. And what that does is it kills the joy of discovery. And that's the thing that I really value about games, is when you figure something out that you haven't been shown, right? And when you show the player everything, you're turning it into an exercise, and it's an exercise that's kind of insulting, because of course I can follow the exercise, you told me what to do, right? And then they make me click through so much bad dialogue. I mean, Western game dialogue is terrible also, but at least we hit spacebar and we can like skip the whole cutscene or whatever. But when they come in and make you hit A, yeah. Okay, cutting it off there. But a more
nice
politic way of saying what Phil was saying.
I mean, I think everybody would like to go back to games that you just pop in and you start playing and it's an adventure, like how, I mean, that's all of my childhood memories.
I think that Zelda games should just start with a prompt that says, "Have you played a Zelda game since 1996?"
Yeah.
And then you can skip the first 45 minutes to 2 or 3 hours.
Now, of course, before this goes up on blogs.
Yeah, these guys are fucking clowns. I'm pretty sure people are gonna ask me like who the fuck Phil Fish is, and I'm pretty sure anyone can just look him up and know that he made like an indie game that's called Fez, which is like a platformer puzzle game. And I already know who Jonathan Blow is, in which he made a puzzle game called Braid, in which it copies often, a little bit of like, jumping on enemies, which is like similar to Super Mario and whatnot. But it's interesting how like we look at this clip from like 2014, 2015-ish, and then fast forward to now. It is interesting how video game discourse comes from like this whole like, oh, like, the culture war, the whole like Japanese games is better and whatnot. But what I do believe within the ideology when it comes to video gaming is that, why couldn't we play games for fun? And
stuff, right? There are exceptions, right? There are Japanese games that are different from that. But the trend, just like the trend in America is like, soldier looking down a gun sight, shooting dudes. It's the same feeling.
Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, Street Fighter 4 is pretty good. Yeah. But I think the Zelda comparison is really good. If you look at the first Zelda and the latest Zelda, the first Zelda it just drops you into that world, and it's a completely open, non-linear world, and it's dangerous and it's hard, and you have to like learn from your mistakes and figure things out. And there are these secrets, and the secrets are not obvious at all, which makes them secret and interesting. And then you play the latest Zelda, and it's the most like, it's just a straight corridor. It's just holding your hand the whole time. All the secrets have like an arrow pointing at them. It's just like, you can break this wall with a bomb because there's a little crack, and there's like, all the surprise and magic and like danger and mystery is just gone completely because of this obsession with like tutorials and making sure that the player knows about everything. Like it kills it for me.
But what's awesome about that is it's
So it's the argument of like, the preference of old video games versus, the new video games that came out just now, where like, and don't get me wrong, I had played old video games before. Like you can tell that I've been uploading, Fallout 2 videos and whatnot. And sometimes like, but here's the thing about, old video games like that, because it's the argument of video games that don't have tutorial versus video games that have basic tutorial and whatnot. And I played Fallout 2 so many times in which I kind of know what to do, but if it's something that I get a little bit stuck on, then I have to look up at a guide. But if I was playing around video games around the time in which is like, the late 90s and whatnot, yeah, I could sort of make sense, but it's Phil Fish and, the whole entire group and whatnot, it's still, snooty and off-putting.
really easy to convince yourself that that's good game design, right? Like, of course we have to put an indication.
You have to clearly communicate things to the player.
It's like you have to communicate affordances, right? So therefore, all the blow-upable walls have cracks on them, right? And it's just, being logical about game design is too easy to take too far, and then you have nothing. You have a joyless husk, right?
Yeah. A joyless husk.
Yeah, let's just leave it a joyless husk.
Japanese games are a joyless husk. Kotaku.
So I'm going to say, if you're not in line right now for a question, just stay seated because I'm going to try to plow.
Fucking ridiculous. All right, so it's been over like 10 minutes. I want you to people to think about this. Do you think the developer who made this fucking quote-unquote anti-visual novel could be the new Phil Fish and whatnot? Or is it just blown hyperbole? I don't know. That was a fucking doozy though. Holy shit. 2 segments to deal with. Visual novel segment and, the other one. Fucking wild. Oh, there we go. Streamed for over an hour too. Let's see. C drive. I might as well put in the D drive on that one. If it can accept the install, that is. There we go. I can't believe it. It's like 3 to 4 Sakura Wayne the Clown visual novels that are good, and then the rest of it is just like whatever. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, fucking hell. Why couldn't they make shit like this? When was the last time they made a winged cloud thing? Oh, it was 2 months. God fucking damn it, dude. Oh, that's disastrous. Thank God I don't pay attention to shit like this. Ah, fuck's sake. Alright, there we go. How long has this thing been? Because if anything, it's not even like up to the... No, it is not that. Well then. I mean, the VOD is gonna show up anyway, so it doesn't even really matter. Alright, let's see how well Sakura Fantasy can load. Ah, is this volume too loud? Like, Jesus, fuck. Skip scene messages, all messages. Alright. Hopefully it's not too loud. We already know how this goes. No, not this. Yeah, where's the mic property? There we go. That was the mic properties. Hello there. Hello there. Oh my god. How fucking atrocious is this 13-minute video gonna be that I made that is gonna... Even the video that I ended recording is at 690 megabytes. It's fucking crazy. Oh wow, whoops. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, as you can see in the Sakura Fantasy Part 1. Yeah, this video is from... Wow, okay. How old is this video that I recorded around that time? Because I know I'm not gonna upload it, but it's from 7 years ago. Yeah, about that. I have an excuse to re-record it, so... Let me look at this shit. Hello, everyone! Yeah. You ain't gonna see... You ain't gonna hear my voice, because the audio from 2017 was pretty fucking terrible. Alrighty. Welcome to Sakura Fantasy, which is part of One-Handed Gaming, within the visual novel Slop session. Although, I feel like Winged Cloud at least make like 2 to 3 games that are alright, and the rest of it is just pretty slop. which isn't surprising. It's unbelievable because Sakura Fantasy said, you know, chapter 1 in the title, but there has been no possibility of a sequel for like several years ever since they made a release of it. Plus, I recorded that game around that time, so I think, yeah, the release date of Sakura Fantasy was from 2015. I recorded the part 1 around 2017, but I didn't like my voice. But oh well. Hopefully the volume is fine. It would not be surprising that, you know, the audio of this game will probably drown the voice out, but let's see. Let's see how good the story goes. Are you going to wake up now? I wake to someone shaking me like a rag doll. Right, so Raylin is the main character for this. I mean, I played part 1 of this, and I know that this game is just an all-female cast, so As I come to, I find it's Gwen shaking me senseless.
鎧を着たらギラ教官が来る時間よ。
The look on her face, she's like, oh shit. She's gonna be, yeah, you got a drill sergeant coming in soon. Better watch out. Might have to put it a little bit right here. So volume, yeah, let's see. The fuck does voice sustain even mean? Alright, let's see. Panicking, I quickly began to strap on my plates. The other novices are panicking too, the clanking of armor being hastily thrown on echoing through the barracks bedroom. I mean, y'all don't have any protection, so... Can I just save through the, you know, voices? Oh, I can. I can actually save through choices. Okay, that's good to know. Put my armor on faster without underwear or risking it get fully dressed. I'm pretty sure if I get fully... Have dignity or no dignity is the choice if given for this part. And if anything, I could just, you know, go back and, you know, to the loaded save and, you know, click it through a different, you know, route. Although I feel like there's no, like, ending routes. It's just, this game is supposed to be straightforward, so. Put my armor on faster without underwear. I'm in a hurry. Maybe I can risk it. I neglect to put my unmentionables on. If there's one thing I'm thankful for, it's that there's no wind in the barracks. Thankfully, I managed to get my armor on just before I hear heavy footsteps coming down the hall. Gwen makes sure she returns to her bunk, looking as disciplined as she can. I also try my best to look battle ready. I'm just in time to see Kira, our instructor, march through the door. As always, she looks powerful and domineering. Every novice in the room completely freezes. I don't know, man. When you have a drill... When you have her as a drill sergeant, it's kind of hard to take this seriously, you know? I mean, it's all fully protected on the sides, and it's a bikini. Oh, my god. With predatory eyes, Kira begins to inspect us. Merely feeling them pass over you is enough to send a shiver down your spine. She doesn't really scare me as much as she does with the other novices, though. For the most part, anyway. Uh-oh. Can I just have... Wait, maybe I can have more voices from here? Let me see. One novice lets out a small wince at those words. There's no hiding anything from her. She knows when you haven't woken up on time. Why does everyone presume the worst of me because of my gift? What gift? It didn't really tell me what gift exactly. I have not used my gift at all to instructor, I swear. I will use my gift as I please. So do I want to be truthful to her, or do I want to pretend that I will use my gift as I please. What gift? Did I skim the reading too fast, and it doesn't, since I didn't read the explanation? What the fuck's going on? The contempt in her voice cuts like a razor. Sure. Yeah, let's give it at that. She always singles me out every morning. Why does she get so upset that I do a bit of farseeing every now and then?
ああ、一つ言い忘れた。すね当てが逆のようだ。明日は間違えるなよ。
Oops. Maybe that was a bit of a bad idea, that one. As I look down slowly, I see that she's right about my shin guards. Embarrassed, I take them off and begin to rearrange them into their proper place. When Kiara is finally out of the room, Gwen approaches me.
まったく、いつも遅くまで起きてるからよ。
Why? But I love staying up. Staying up is my favorite. Whenever I break a rule, Gwen is the first one to scold me. She's so ridiculously well disciplined is annoying.
どうせまた千里眼の力を使って誰かのこと覗いてたんでしょう。変な感じがしたのよね。まさか眠りながら千里眼で覗くだなんてそんな器用なことできないわよ。だいたい集中するのだって疲れるんだからさ。やっぱり覗いてたのね、この子ったら。ギフトを使ったにせよ使わなかったにせよ、起こしてくれる親友に深く感謝することね。
Yeah, you wouldn't know how bad it would be.
キラ教官にそんな言い訳でもしようものなら間違いなく岩を落としてくるわよ。彼女があなたのギフトをどう思ってるか知ってるでしょ。もうグインまでどうしてみんな私のギフトだけを気にするの？みんなだって何かしらギフトを神様から授かってるのに、一体私の何が問題なのよ。
Yeah, what do they mean by this?
みんなそれぞれ違うからよ、レイリン。こう共同生活をしているのならなおさらみんなプライバシーを保ちたいものなの。じゃあグインはどうなの？私があなたをギフトで見たりしたら嫌？
She can't help but let out a laugh at that.
もう親友同士なのに今さら何を見るっていうのよ。あなたはそんなことはしない。
Oh,
そうでしょ？
so Gwen is Raylan's friend. I assume Raylan is a bit of a, the bubbly, goofy one, while Gwen is the serious one. I love to see you naked. What the fuck is this? So it's either perverted or non-perverted. But I love to see you naked, though.
私グインの裸とか見たいかな。
I mean, this is a fictional game, so let's be goofy. I can't help but say it under my breath.
今何か言った？
Gwen is like, huh?
何も言ってないよ、全然。本当に？でもボソッと何か言ったでしょ。聞こえたわ。
Uh-oh.
まあ気のせいならいいけど。キラはあなたに覗かれているんじゃないかって疑ってるわ。いくら共感と言っても彼女だってジロジロと覗かれるのは好きじゃないのよ。どうして？
What makes you say that?
彼女にだって秘密にしておきたいことがあるってことよ。あなただってここに来て長いからそんな秘密の一つや二つあるでしょ。
It's true. She seems to always be looking over her shoulder. I guess it's just normal behavior for her, though.
あなたが眠りながらでもあのギフトが使えるってことは秘密にしておくわね。彼女、あなたの視線をいつも気にしてるから。
What, so I assume the gift means like the ability? Raylan has the ability to foresee into the future? I don't know.
ありがとう、グイーン。お互い様よ。それじゃあね、レイリン。あなたもそろそろ訓練に行かないと。
Will not be training?
私は書類を片付けなきゃ。
Oh, you're doing a different kind of job, huh?
レイリン、また後でね。またね。
Well, each garrison needs a bookkeeper, someone to keep track of records, supplies, and other essentials needed for maintaining proper function. That's where Gwyn comes in. She comes from a more scholarly background compared to the other novices, so she's being trained in other duties too. She also happens to be Kiara's favorite since she's willing to deal with paper. Kiara hates paper. Well, hate is a strong word for that. Anyway, I better get this training before Kiara decides that I'm on cleaning duty. A little bit of loading session with that. It's another bright and scorching day. I can just tell that we're going to be working hard. Kiara especially likes working us to the bone during summer. I can understand the logic behind it, but I can't say that I enjoy days like these. Kiara couldn't look happier about it though.
試食、今日は最高の訓練日和だな。こんな日は降り注ぐ太陽の下で何も考えず、ただ訓練に励むのが一番いい。
That's something like you would say. I mean, considering you're wearing that bikini. I mean, couldn't even take that seriously though, so. No one dares to complain at the idea.
弱音一つ吐かないとはな。結構、規律は良くなるばかりだ。私の可愛い新米兵士たちよ。
Wow.
さて、始めようか。額に汗を浮かべるまで体を動かせ。汗をかかない輩は日が暮れるまで続けさせるからそのつもりでいろ。剣を構えよ。
There's no doubt she'll see it. We're training in full armor today. We'll practically be cooked alive. I mean, considering how metal, absorbs the heat from the sun, that's not surprising. Could have picked a better... picked a better alternative, though. But there's no escaping it. We just grit our teeth and bear with it. Kiara does not believe in mercy when it comes to training. As she wanders off, I try to focus on my training. I shouldn't lose my focus, let my mind wander off. Wow, there's more dialogue to this. Let my mind wander off. So I try to focus on the task at hand, my mind wanders off. I wish I were garrisoned right at the entrance of the capital so I could dispatch the foul things at our gates. At least we're close to the castle. At least I can see the Empress's palace from here. Back in my homelands, the most impressive building was the communal hall. You could fit 1,000 communal halls inside that castle, maybe tens of thousands. Ardina, our proud Empress, rules from that castle too. Ardina, the name which so many people sing praise of in this capital. I've tried to do some farseeing inside that place before, but I never am able to form a clear vision of what's inside there. Something about the castle stops me from being able to farsee. Maybe the councilmen don't like others prying into their affairs. Better get back to training before Kara calls me out on daydreaming. Fortunately, her attention is focused elsewhere.
おい、そこの
Yes, instructor?
動きが硬いな。少し打ち込みを見せてみろ。
The novice gives it her best shot on the training dummy, creating an audible thud.
悪くない。その調子だ。
Warakanai. Yes, instructor. Leaving behind the novice, Kira begins to look out for more people to chastise. Fortunately, I get back to striking my target before she looks at me. I do get tired of striking these wooden dolls every day. I wish we had a more dynamic opponent to fight, rather than one just sits there and just takes your hits. But again, we're novices. We won't get to see actual combat for years. I mean, better start off somewhere, right? I mean, then again, this is literally like, you know, modern. I guess this is what it's like when it comes to modern games nowadays, right? We gotta hit some training dummies. Excuse me. As I strike the dummy on the shoulder, a thunderous yell is directed at me.
レイリン、それが攻撃と言えるのか。もっと強く打ち込め。
Oh shit. I love the look on her face.
そんなへっぴり腰じゃ実戦ではひどい目に遭うぞ。モンスター相手にためらう必要などない。お前の全力を見せてみろ。
I wish that they would show me these creatures instead of merely lecturing me on how dangerous they are. Paint me a picture, is what they say. Every single time it is the same rant as before. The same yap. But I just have to do my best to bear with it. For the sake of my old homelands and my mother, wherever she may be right now. Switching hands, I take my wooden mace and slam it into the dummy's head. Much to my delight, I hear the sound of cracking wood as the blow sinks into its head.
どうですか教官？
ああ、確かにいい打ち込みだったぞ、レイリン。お前が城壁の守りについた時、そんな風に頭をかち割られるのはお前自身だろうがな。どうした？何をぼーっとしている？一撃で敵は倒れたのか？続けて打ち込んでみせろ！
That feeling when Raylan only does one good move. I let loose with another attack, this time aiming for the dummy's shoulder. To my disappointment, it does nothing to the dummy.
こんなはずじゃ。
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
まあお前の実力はこんなものだろう。だからこそ訓練を続けているのだ。バカ正直な一撃で手を止めず、もっと鍛錬を積むことだな。
That's what she said.
手を止めるな。全員打ち込みを続けろ。動き続けるんだ。手を休めるな。そんなことではいい兵士にはなれんぞ。レイリン、お前の場合ギフトで遠くを眺めるのをやめればもっと良くなるぞ。
My instructor fully knows what I tend to get up to in my spare time. Having the gift of far seeing makes everyone suspicious of you. It's not fair. Well, it's not my fault that I enjoy seeing people in intimate moments. Okay, so if she has the ability of far seeing, that means, you know, maybe she can predict when the invasion is coming over, right? What's going on? I mean, it might as well be espionage. Espionage. However you can pronounce it.
私が覗いたかもしれないって勝手に決めつけないでください。別に教官を覗いてたってわけでもないし。
ほう。それはつまり私ではなく、誰かしらのプライバシーを覗き見していることを認めるのだな。
No. Looks like she caught me out there. She's like, oh shit, how does she know? I really need to shut my mouth.
今日は特大の岩石をぶつけられたいようだな。
She always threatens us with the boulder, but I've yet to see anyone actually do it. From what I've heard, the boulder is the worst punishment you can get. The novice who is punished in this way has to push a boulder up and down a hill for the entire day. It's so infamous among the knights of the capital that pushing the boulder, quote unquote, has become a phrase for saying severe punishment. That sounds like a little bit of foreshadowing, if you ask me. Scary. But I'm not worried at all. She always threatens it, but it never seems to actually happen.
なんだその顔は。私が本気ではないと思っているのか。
I don't think she would, but it'd be a good idea to get back to training anyway.
なんだその顔は。私が本気ではないと思っているのか。
Oh, I guess audio would play like that. I've returned to striking at the wooden dummy, which causes Kara to smile in approval.
もっとだ。もっと強く打ち込め。鍛錬を積めば、お前たちは今よりも強くなれる。
She turns her back to me to speak to the other novices.
私の可愛い新米英士たちよ。剣を握れ。己をもっと磨け。お前たちの中でここへ来る前に家族や故郷を失った者が何人もいるだろう。強大な敵の前で己の無力さをさぞ思い知らされただろう。
Well, Raylan did say that she has a mother and left her old homeland, so I don't know.
何のために我々は強くなる。そうだ。お前の愛する者を守るため、この祖国を守るためだ。新米英士たちよ、愛する女王陛下をその手で守る盾となり、勇ましき剣となれ。
Well, the sun reaches its zenith by the time we finish our striking training. I'm practically dying for a drink right now. Anything to get anything to wet my parched throat. Despite our suffering, Kira seems to be aglow with pride. Why is that, though?
よし、そこまで。見たところ、誰一人として汗をかいてない者はいないようだ。
Well, the sun is blaring hot. What do you expect? Of course you're gonna, sweat if you're gonna work out.
みんなよくやった。今日の訓練はこれまで。解散してよし。
Whoa.
外すなよ。
The rest of the day off. I wish I had something like that. What the hell? It's crazy. I think everyone's too afraid of Kira to risk her wrath. No other garrison in the city has a more domineering instructor than her. As such, this one in particular is known for being one of the most shining examples of discipline. Before I leave, Kiera flashes a terrifying look at me. It's obvious that she's telling me that she doesn't want me to do any farseeing. I don't even know what else there is to do with my spare time, though. We rarely get any time off to go outside the barracks. This is my life now. Day after day, training in that same courtyard, waiting to eventually become a knight. I never get any time to myself. It didn't used to be this way, but things changed as they always do. What do you mean you don't get time for yourself? Like, what do you do in your day off? Besides farseeing. Don't tell me farseeing is your hobby. The world has become a very dark place in the last century. As bleak as it looks now, none of us are willing to give up, especially not now. As I leave, that novice from before quickly passes by me. Wait, what? What are you talking about? What? What the hell? I saved from here. Is it just not gonna... See, now is... Okay. So we can either have a conversation with her, or we can go into the barracks. Well... I mean, it doesn't hurt to say hi, right?
Hi, お疲れ.
Thank you. Just please don't spy on me when you're farseeing. Now she's accusing me of spying on her too?
そんなことしてないって。やだな、もう。
I see. So there are actually people that only dislike her because of the farseeing ability, huh? Of course you'd say that.
ちょっと、そんな憶測だけで決めつけるのってフェアじゃないよね。
Not really. She doesn't seem interested in conversation. Of course. I don't even bother saying anything more as she walks off. I just have to work out what I'm going to do with my free time now. Alright. Okay, so... striking a conversation is apparently a bad idea because, you know, you're just getting it, you know... the accusations just accumulate, apparently. Whoops. I thought having a conversation is important, you know, to make friends, but I guess not, considering Raylan's, you know, ability and back. So. Oh well. After the training session, it occurs to me that I should apologize to Kiera. Gwen is right about her being paranoid. So, the best thing I can do for her is put her at ease. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop, though. You know, when I think of apologizing, I think of this. Maybe that should be the apologize right here.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's definitely it, to be quite honest with you. Oh hey, someone liked the stream, you know? I do appreciate it, though. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop, though. There are just too many secrets I must know about. I knock on her door loudly.
キラ教官、いらっしゃいますか？レイリンです。
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
お話ししたいことがあるんです。
I'm so fucking hell, man. That was fucking Rupa's being rude.
Alright. We'll either wait for her answer or see if she's in there. I mean... Let's see. Considering how Kira behaves, and we don't want any further warning. Risk it for the biscuit, or wait. We just wait. I decided to wait for her to answer the door. No response. Maybe she's not in there. I'll just open to see if... Uh-oh. Well, we're fucked. I guess it doesn't matter which dialogue you would choose anyway. Fucking hell, man. Pete's sake. As I walk in, Kira stares at me indignantly. She clings to her chest, a last-ditch attempt at retaining her modesty. She's removed other parts of her armor too, leaving her largely exposed. Her hands barely cover it though. Her chest practically spills around them. I almost lose my composure as I feel my cheeks burning. Her face is bright red too. She's embarrassed, but doing her best to conceal it. I rack my mind, trying to think of something to say.
すみません。まさかお着替え中だとは思わずに。
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
She shakes her head at me. The motion causes her chest to quake slightly.
まず最初に言っておこうか、レイリー。ダメな兵士ほどつまらない言い訳をする。
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
次にだ。部屋の主の返事がなければ勝手にドアを開けるものではない。
I mean, she did knock. I might have to go back. I'm pretty sure she did knock. She's handling this a lot better than I thought she would. She crosses her arms in front of her, unintentionally squeezing her chest.
なんだその態度は。礼儀というものがなってないな。兵士として多少は礼儀を学んでいるものと思っていたが。
I mean, if there's like two types of dialogue when it comes to like choosing like, decisions, like, does it even matter? I feel like you get like different dialogue if you do it, but it's still gonna remain the same regardless.
いや、でも、謝ったのは礼儀として正しいですよね。
She glares at me, then obviously not amused.
それは当然のけじめだ。だが。この状況ではそれ以前の問題だぞ。
You mean barging in? She can't help but sigh.
たく、どうしてお前はいつもこうなんだ。
Only a scientist would sigh.
本当に申し訳ありません。
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
どうか寛大な処置をお願いします。
Yeah, please don't give me the boulder like you said last time. I don't like the idea of having to push the boulder. See, I knew it. Holy shit. Oh, it's so stupid. I'm tired enough already.
それはできぬ相談だな。
Oh no.
今から言うことを胸に刻んでおくんだな、新平。まず、もっと規律を学べ。
It's the boulder, is it?
それと特に他人のプライバシーを尊重することを学ぶことだ。
Is farseeing invades privacy? Well, I'm pretty sure it is, so. She walks towards me awkwardly, trying her best to not let her hand slip. She stops when she's standing right in front of me. When I'm up this close to her, I can't help but notice the abundance of certain things. I'd look away from it, but it's right up in my face.
どうした？何がそんなに気になるのだ？
Oh no, she noticed that.
なんでもありません、教官。
She shakes her head again. Shifting her arm, she managed to conceal her chest with one arm, and uses the other arm to push me out of the office.
いいか、レイリン。しばらく経ったらこの部屋へ戻ってくるんだ。
Can we come back later? Well.
それまでにお前に与える罰を考えておこう。ただ今だけは出て行ってくれないか。今すぐに。
Okay. Well, that didn't go so well. That didn't go so well, did it? My afternoon passed me by in a blur. When every day is the same as the last one, it becomes hard to keep track of time. The days just seem to spill into each other. You never notice where one ends and another begins. It's only because of the cycle of the sun and the moon that I keep my bearings. Maybe it's time to do some far seeing. I'm thinking about... What to choose from here? Kira or Gwyn? Do we want to know what Kira is doing because I did something because Raylan did something stupid, or Gwyn? Let's do Gwyn. I think Kira has put up with enough shit. Gwyn doesn't sleep with the rest of the barracks most days. She's often up late running errands around town. Part of her job means that she has a lot more freedom than the rest of us do. So, I wonder where she could be right now. Focusing my mind, I picture my body as a puppet on strings. All I need to do is release the strings and I can wander as a spirit. Gwyn. Where is Gwyn? Eventually, an image begins to form in front of my eyes. Why is there so much steam? Oh, that's why. As my vision clears a bit more, I have to stop the Foley taking the scene in front of me. Oh my fucking god. Can't even go 2 minutes without seeing shit like this. A very content-looking and nude Gwyn is relaxing in a boiling hot bath. Her delicate body is laid bare for me to see. Though I'm no longer in my body, I know for certain that my face is red right now. She looks absolutely relaxed in there, allowing herself to slip further and further down into the steaming water. Her delicate hands move over every part of her body. She's thoroughly cleaning herself from head to toe.
一日の終わりはやっぱりこれが一番ね。
Well, let's look at that. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Not surprised.
体中の疲れなんて吹き飛んじゃうわ。この手の痛み、やだわ。ペンを強く握りすぎたせいかしら。
She looks down at her hands as she says that.
お風呂だけじゃこの疲れはなかなか取れないわね。ちょっと働きすぎかも。
Lazily, she stops slouching in the bath and puts her head over its edge, pushing her chest right up against it.
もう少しお湯温かくしてもらえますかしら。少しぬるくなったみたい。
She smiles as the steam grows thicker around her. In fact, it's so thick that it begins to obscure my view of
あ
her.
りがとう。ちょうどいいですわ。
Yeah, much better. Resettling into her previous position, every move causes her whole body to jiggle. I don't think I've ever seen her this happy while she was at the barracks. I don't think I can be happy in this. This random viewer, while coming to this stream, and is going to probably be fucking surprised at this shit. I'll be like, oops. Oh shit, I'm sorry. She's practically purring with delight.
仕事はまだまだ山積み。
Yeah.
せめてお風呂くらいはゆっくりさせてほしいわ。
She leans back, allowing her fingertips to drag across her body. She stops at her chest, allowing her hands to clasp them, giving her breasts a healthy squeeze.
また少しだけ大きくなったかも。
As she says that, she smiles to herself. She lets go of her chest, returning to sinking into the steaming water. Flipping over, she exposes her back to the open air. She leans forward onto her chest, allowing it to spill out. A small, content sigh escapes from her lips. She lies there for a while before sitting back up. With one arm, she reaches over to the side of the bath and grabs a book. Yeah, she's gonna read the book while in the bath. I mean, that's not surprising. I mean, I've seen people like... Wasn't there like the little like mini table to put, you know, at a bath? And then you can just like play on your laptop or some shit? I've seen stupid shit like that, be quite honest with you. Don't fucking ruin your electronics that way. It doesn't have any title on its cover, but it's a very ancient looking tome. She turns page after page with her delicate fingertips. Eventually, she gets out, water streaming down her body. She looks thoroughly pleased.
とても気持ちよかったわ。いけない。つい長風呂になったわ。もう戻らないと。
She becomes a little sad as she says that.
でもいいわ。またすぐに戻ってこられるでしょうし。
That was unexpected, but I cannot say that I did not enjoy it. Spying on people at this hour doesn't feel right, does it? Do I want to be honest, or do I only, you know... Should I, you know, say it like I'm fine with it, or should I just, like, don't do it for you pretty frequently? I mean, I can't just go back and reload it and, you know, see other, you know, routines, so I shouldn't do it so often. It just isn't right to spy on others. The late hours of the day are when people are their most vulnerable. This is when their darkest thoughts and fears come to the surface too. Using my gift for such trivial reasons would get me a thorough scolding from Kara. I'm reminded constantly that it's a boon from our Creator, a powerful and precious boon. To misuse it would be disrespectful to not only the people around me, but to the Creator too. I never did believe in that creation nonsense, though. What if I do? Sure, I don't have an explanation for why I'm able to see far and distant places all the way from this barracks. But I find it hard to believe that a god which I've never seen nor heard any evidence of is the one who is responsible for it. Especially after everything that has happened to us. Then again, so little in this world makes sense. I've heard that the Empress Ardina is supposed to be thousands of years old. For every single one of those years, she has been ruling from that castle. Ardina? What, is she immortal? She does not have a gift as far as I know. There are other powers of this world that can be exploited, I think. I can't help but smile when I think of her legends. She's still as beautiful as she was 100 years ago, they've told me. Her legends and tales have been retold throughout our empire for as long as I can remember. My own mother used to read them to me every night before I went to sleep. I dream of being a great heroine myself, protecting my loved ones and the vulnerable people of our lands. As nostalgic as I am about those times, they were also times of fear. We never knew when they would raid or where they would attack from. We never knew what exactly would attack us either. I don't think we ever saw the same monsters twice. Each one of them was twisted in a completely different way. What they used to be before the sickness took them is anyone's guess. No one seems to want to admit that they exist either. They just hide deeper and deeper inside their fortresses and hope the problem will go away. I, of all people, know that they won't go away. They won't stop until we're all dead. One day, they might get past the walls. I need to be ready for that day. Everyone needs to be ready. For the moment, the best thing I can do is to prepare it, is try and get some sleep. I've been sitting up for long enough thinking to myself, all right. Well, it's been like approaching the 50-minute is recording, so let's see here. Well, look at all the dialogue choices. So I did 8 of these. Wow. Look at that shit. So let's see here. I can just click on this slot because it's for. Oh, there's auto saves and quick saves. Yeah, do that. Isn't quick save technically something for like, you know? Actually, nah, we'll save right here. We can overwrite it. Alrighty. So that's part 1 of this recording. So so far it's the same Sakura one-handed gaming, booba moment. I mean, if anything, it's approaching at a all right start. If anything, despite the the Wing the Cloud visual novel being like from 2015. So that being said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Do I have time for one more recording before I stop recording while at it? I don't know. I feel like my throat would give out by now. So if let's see, if I type in the, additional tags, Sakura, Santa, Sakura, Fantasy. Visual novel. I guess more tag. Maybe I can type in. I can also type in visual novel stream. We can do this. That's just that. There we go. Can I even get more parts for this shit? No, don't do that. Okay. Development of the story by the choices you make. I don't know which tales exactly, but unless there's someone out there requesting me to like go back to like previous saves and click on the dialogue choices. I don't know if it's going to be the same thing or like just a different dialogue, but either way, something else, man. Welcome back to some more Sakura fantasy. So where we last left off, there's only like few characters introduced, especially Raylan. Raylan has the ability of far seeing, other people. Especially when it's very perverted in a way, but I bet it'll become some sort of importance in a way. Although if anything, like it can be a bit goofy of the sort. So why are we in this dark, foggy area? It looks like a swamp, but it seems like a forest of the sort. But let's see. Dark. Why is it so dark? Where am I supposed to be? She's like, oh shit. Why am I here? Didn't I go to sleep at the barracks? Then what am I doing here? As I take a step, something squelches beneath my feet. The ground is nothing but thick black mud. Thick, shadowy reeds grow from stagnant pools of water, further obscuring my view. I'm in the bog somewhere. That is the only thing I can think of. I remembered such places from when I was younger. My mother always told me to stay away from them. If only I could have followed her advice now. This place fills me with a terrible sense of dread. I don't even know why. The fetid smell of rot and decay in this place is suffocating. I try to cover my mouth, but I can't keep the smell out. I need to calm down. Wherever I am, there must be an explanation for it. Where could this be, though? This doesn't look like anywhere in the capital. It's far too dead here to be the capital. My question is, how did she end up here? I thought she's sleeping at the barracks. If this is a swamp, then it should be full of life of some sort. But nothing moves. I can hear nothing. There's only silence. The fog is too thick for me to get an idea of my surroundings too. In between that and the extremely dense foliage, I'm well and truly lost. If I could only see the sun, perhaps I could navigate my way from there. But with this mist here, I'm helpless. I wander through the bog for some time, but I keep seeing my footprints in the mud. It's obvious that I'm going around in circles. Soon I'm barely able to move my legs. I have to keep my bearings. If I panic or get scared, then I'm well and truly done for. Yeah, don't lose your morale too early. But no matter what direction I walk in, I keep ending up in the same place. Is this even real? Am I trapped in some kind of nightmare? Why can't I get away from here? Wait, what is that? I actually hear something moving in the mists. The sound of shambling feet swishing through the mud. It becomes a splash as I see a shadow slip into the murky water out of the corner of my eye. The shadow slides its way towards me, barely visible in the bog water. Board of Balatro so quickly? I mean... yeah, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing though about Balatro, right? I remember I played that game like 10 hours straight, like off stream, and you know, it is one hell of a addicting drug though. But I don't know. Maybe the game's not my thing, or maybe I'll come back to it. But I do give Balatro credit though. It is made with only like one person after all. Something which I can only describe as a mix between a screech and a roar echoes through the fog. What on earth is making that noise? Gee. I mean, it does sound like a giant all of a sudden. Well, it could be a giant, or, you know, I could just, you know, risk it for the biscuit. Nah, we run. Panicking, I try to run forward, away from whatever is making that noise. But as I try to move, I find that I'm stepping into foul, sticky mud. My legs become too heavy to even move. Much to my horror, I can't turn around to see what is coming for me. All I can do is stand still as the darkness closes in. I wake up to see multiple faces looking at me. all of them worried. Gwen is here too. What is happening exactly?
レイリー、大丈夫なの？すごくうなされてたわよ。
Okay, good. It is a nightmare.
ひょっとして寝たまま見ていたのかしら。ひどい汗。
Several other novices are gathered around my bed too. Judging by how messy my bed is, I must have been thrashing about in my sleep.
夢を見ていたの。多分。
Yeah, I wonder if the Farseeing gift made it. I thought it was a curse to where she got teleported to the swamp, but I guess not. It would be pretty stupid though. Gwen looks very pale too. It must have been a really bad fit.
どんな夢を見たっていうのよ。本当に大丈夫なの？あ、なんだろう。すごく嫌な夢だったんだけど、よく思い出せないや。キラ教官に訓練を休めるよう私が頼んでみるわ。
It's that bad, huh? Save here. Well, I can't take the time off training though.
いいよ、グイン。平気だから。
Yeah, you can't just call off training over some scary nightmare.
でも、レイリー。こんな状態じゃ訓練についていけないでしょ？明らかに顔色が悪いもの。
I don't recall for some code.
いいから、今日一日は寝てて。あなた、疲れているのよ。本当に大丈夫だってば。グインみたいに、私もしっかりしないとね。目覚めが悪い程度で休んでるようじゃ、みんなに遅れを取っちゃうわ。聞いてレイリー、あれは夢じゃないわ。あなたは何かを見ていたのよ。
That wasn't a bad dream. You were far seeing.
きっと何かとてつもなく恐ろしい何かを。
Well, you definitely foresee some terrifying creature that is about to invade the Empire soon. I hope.
ありがとうグイン。でも私やるって決めたわ。本当にもう大丈夫だからね。
Defeated, she just lets out a sigh.
分かったわ。今日こそ遅刻しないでよ。
She's out the door already. I suppose I better get my armor on before anything happens. Nightmares aren't going to stop me from training. Just as I'm about to exit the barracks, Wynn returns.
キラ教官が今日は訓練に参加せず体を休めなさいって。残念だけど訓練以外に何か他にやることを探さないとね。
So you're just gonna so she's just gonna give me the day off? Really? Kara, of all people, said I shouldn't train?
私のでよければ本を何冊か貸すわよ。ありがとう。
That's a bit unfortunate, but oh well. She quickly puts the tome in my hand.
どうぞ。あなたにも本の良さがわかると思うわ。さてと、もう行かなくっちゃ。お大事にね、レイリン。
Wynn's left me all alone. Oh well, I guess I have no joys but to take the day off. Wow. That's 2 days off straight. Oh shit. Of course, that never ends. Lazily, I flop back onto my bed. I toss aside the armor which I had so hastily thrown on. I don't think I'll be needing it today. It's always so uncomfortable to wear. What do you mean? Less clothing is always more comfortable than more. I barely even read the book. I'm more than happy to lie here and let the sun soak into my bare skin. As I look out the window, I lie the book on top of my chest. Sunbathing with no clothes is really nice. It's nice that I don't have to train either. I sit up in my bed, looking directly out the window. My entire body is directly exposed to the sun's rays. The book falls off my chest, leaving it exposed. The sunlight feels so great on my body. I quickly sit back down before anyone notices me. Just outside the barracks, I hear all of them training, not to mention Keira scolding them. I pick the book back up, barely interested in reading it. Some ancient tale of valor, love, and loss. I choose to go back to lying beneath the sunlight. Stretching my whole body out, I allow the warmth to shine on all of my body. Slowly, I open it again to have another look. It opens up to the exact same section I was reading before. This isn't as bad as I thought it would be. The dream did leave me feeling exhausted. I don't understand why, though.
レイリン、いるか？
I hear Keira calling out as she's walking into the room.
グインから詳しい話は聞いたが、具合は
And she, of course, she would peep in. She stares at me as she realized that I don't have my armor on. Her cheeks look similar to bright, hot coals. Well, pot calling the kettle black. Look what she did. I quickly opened the book and clasped it around my chest to protect my modesty. It doesn't really work well, though. If anything, it makes this seem less wholesome than before. My face turns bright red as I look down on myself.
本を読んでました。
Yeah, I'm just reading a book based on philosophy. It's not like I was doing anything dumb.
いい本です。
そうか。なるほどな。
She goes quiet for a little bit, taking her time to process the situation.
まあ、なんだ。横になって少しは元気になったみたいだな。
She awkwardly shifts on the spot, not really sure what else she should say.
さあ、心配は無用なようだし、そろそろ私は行くとしよう。また明日から忙しくなるぞ、レイリン。
はい、今日はすみませんでした。
いや、構わないさ。お前が大丈夫ならそれでいいんだ。
I guess that's all it matters, huh? She quickly leaves the room. All I can do is go back to reading my book. Another day passes by without me even noticing it. As I lie on my bed and allow these thoughts to swirl in my mind, a familiar-looking face pops up above me. Oh, I thought it was going to be different, right? Considering the incident.
せっかくの休みの日だというのに、また覗き見でもしているのか、レイリン。
Wait, what? But it's my time off. What the hell?
キラ教官。また私がギフトを使ってないか心配で見に来てくれたんですか？
まさかな。なぜ私がそんな心配までしなきゃならんのだ？それより空想家よ。いい加減に起きろ。お前にいいニュースがある。
What kind of good news, I wonder?
議会から城の守衛を追加するよう要請があった。喜べ。お前がその任に当たる。
Huh. So I get a promotion.
見晴らしがよくとも任務をサボって誰かを覗いたりするなよ。
私がってなんでいちいちギフトのことを気にするんですか？
I mean, if she's going to be garrisoned at the area where she's going to guard the castle, I mean, that's where her far-seeing ability works, right?
自分の能力を使いたい時に使うのは
I mean,
そんなに悪いことなのでしょうか？
それについて改めて私から注意すべきことは。
lowly nod, and you cut yourself off.
まあいい。もうお前は見習いではなく立派な英士なのだからな。めでたい日にこれ以上の小言はよそう。
There's a bit of red in her cheeks. What does she think I'm doing with my gift exactly?
とにかくだ。他人のプライバシーは特に気をつけろ。正式な英士となっても岩石落としからは逃げられないぞ。
Again, she's threatening me with a boulder. With how often she's done that yet never actually gone through with it, I wonder what's stopping her. Does she worry that I've seen something really embarrassing about her and might reveal it to the rest of the barracks? She thinks so little of me as a person that's not very nice.
ところで、新米英士で亡くなったからといって訓練がなくなると思うなよ。これからもさらに厳しく骨抜きにしてやるからな。覚悟をしておけ、レイリン。
Well, that's not surprising at all.
城の英士だと言って怠け癖がつくといかんからな。何か別メニューを用意しなければ。
Extra discipline, that's what they say. Oh boy. Well, again with the more dialogue choice at hand. I look forward to it.
それは楽しみですね、教官。
いいぞ、その息だ、レイリン。常にその気概を忘れないでくれ。頑張るんだぞ、私の可愛い新米英士。
You face your challenges with determination.
任務は明日から早速だ。初日くらいはスネ当てを間違えずにな。
Surely I don't make the same mistake as last time. Having finished telling me what I needed to hear, she disappears out of the room. I swap my shin guards around just once, and she's never going to let that go. Oh, you made this... Oh, she made the same mistake twice, huh? Oh my god. Another, again with another goofy moment like that. Ain't that ridiculous? It's my first day on duty in the castle. I'm pretty excited, to say the least. To think it's my first time I've ever been on duty, I'm going to be guarding the council chambers. I'm no longer just a novice, but an actual warrior. Even though it's just guard duty, it's a step up in the world. Maybe I might find a monster or two hiding inside this place. I'm this much closer to actually being on the exterior of the capital. I'll be fighting actual monsters before I know it. I've often wondered what happens in these chambers. These are the people who lead an entire empire. It's quite a responsibility to hold. Would Ardina also be in there? Wandering in, I find a whole complement of guards at the entrance. Warily, one of them turns to face me. I haven't seen you before. You must be one of those new poor souls who has to guard this chamber. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here because I was, placed on guard duty starting just now. And I hope you can cope with boredom. I bet they have you patrolling the halls too. The same thing happened to me. My instructor said I was getting a promotion. That's the last thing you should be calling this position. What a coincidence. You fell for the same trick I did. Well, welcome to guard duty at the council chamber. There's one of them for each ministry in the city. All of them are quite boring, believe me. They're coming now. I hope you're ready. He motions for me to stand to attention. Take my time, get rushed to my take my time to get ready. I try not to rush myself. They might notice me getting ready, but it doesn't matter. It would look better if I don't rush myself. As I stand ready, a group of men wearing hooded cloaks shuffle past me. Slowly, ever so slowly, they make their way to their seats. When the last member takes his seat, one of the councilmen to the far left clears his throat. So begins the weekly meeting of the capital's councilmen. We will begin with a list of today's topics of discussion. Any member of the council, as always, may put forward requests for what is to be discussed first. Personally, I would like to discuss the matter of defense, specifically regarding the more vulnerable locations on the capital's outskirts. There have been additional attacks from the Myers targeting farms outside of the wall. These creatures are obviously displaying higher levels of intellect. We should approach them accordingly. You bring that up every time we debate. They're just mindless animals. Their debates really are boring. It's almost shocking to hear how boring they are. Raylan's first time engaging with, politics. Given how numerous they are, of course attacks on vulnerable locations would be higher. Increase the numbers alone do not account for the coordination of these attacks, my fellow councilmen. These are deliberate and targeted. We need substantial proof before we can act on that information. How can we find proof when we are too busy defending ourselves against them? I've yet to meet a warrior brave enough to explore the Myers. This is maddening. Why did Kara do this to me? Then obviously our best course of action is to simply build our walls higher and stronger, as we have been doing for the past decade. We may have lost territory, but if we build an unbreakable fortress and slowly expand outward, we'll eventually reclaim it. Not if these attacks continue on the farms and traders. Coordinated or not, can we please organize for troops to protect them? This is my first time on guard duty and I'm already sick of it. For being the effective rulers, they can't agree on anything. Gee, I wonder implies to in real life. It's no what? Oh, can't agree on anything. It's no wonder they asked the guards not to speak about their discussions outside of these chambers. The rest of the Empire would believe them to be fools. Why isn't the Empress here? Isn't she supposed to be here too? And the councilmen don't look too concerned about asking her for her thoughts on the matter. I cannot believe that I wasted so much of my time trying to see into these chambers. All I would have found is the foolishness of men who have never seen actual combat. Oh well. I guess, what does a lowly guardsman know of the politics of the capital? Exactly. The discourse just never ends. I don't know why they give me another dialogue like that. Either we keep paying attention to politics or be distracted. I mean, I don't know. Why would they even give me a dialogue choice for this? Keep paying attention. I can't let myself drift off. I have to stand to attention, as boring as this is. There is also the matter of increasing the guard around the castle. We've had increased attacks from monsters wandering through the sewer systems beneath the city. We've already posted additional guards around the castle, nothing to worry about. But aren't they novices, fresh out of training? Don't we have anyone more experienced to post here? We simply don't have enough soldiers with current recruitment methods. We have to start getting our novices out of training much earlier. We're suffering heavy losses on every front. The only times we seem to actually succeed is when we rely on defensive tactics, which lends further credence that my idea of slowly expanding outward would be the best method of reclaiming territory. You make a fair point. We have to take less risky tactics if we are to preserve ourselves and our children. We want there to be a civilization left for them by the time we leave this world behind. Well, I'm glad you agree. Just bear with it for a bit longer. We're almost out of here. Sure enough, the councilmen rise from their seats. Does that conclude our business here, gentlemen? All voices call out in agreement. Very well. As always, we will meet again next week. Manage your own ministry's matters until then. As they shuffle out, I can hear a sigh of relief escape from my fellow guardsmen. I'm off duty now. No more wasting time listening to them. I'm out of here. He's like, fuck this. I'm out. He's good to his word, leaving without a care in the world. I wish I were so lucky. I still have to patrol the hallways. My very soul feels like it was being sucked out by their droning. Wow. That was one hell of a boring moment right there. God. The halls seem to stretch on forever as I drudge up and down them. Must I walk down these halls for eternity? It feels like eternity, to say the least. My first day as a guardsman hasn't been that great. All it has to offer is standing still for long periods of time and listening to the councilmen argue among themselves. I'm not too happy about Kara doing this to me either. I was kind of expecting to see the Empress. Why wouldn't she be there if the council controls the empire? Does she take an interest in what is happening to her empire at all? Yeah, what has she been planning this whole time? Oh well, I guess it has nothing to do with me. I just have to do my duty as a guard, patrolling, standing to attention. Come to think of it, it's about time for me to leave. The changing of the guard will happen soon. As I'm about to leave, I hear something moving behind me. A ghostly-looking woman appears before me. She's like, oh shit! Again, the look on her face. She wears clothing suggesting that she is nobility of some sort. Her appearance is so striking that it leaves me dumbfounded for a moment. What does she want from me? Her voice is soft and practically emotionless. It takes me a moment to get over my shock and respond.
はい、私ですか？
他に誰かいるかしら。私のペットが迷子になってしまったの。
Your pet? Depends on what type of pet specifically.
お手すきならば一緒に探してもらえないかしら。
Her pet?
どんなペットでしょうか？
Yeah, that's the exact question.
見ればわかるわ。さあ、急がないと。
You'll know it when you see it. Well, that's a little bit vague. That doesn't really help me, you know. Do I even want to waste my time finding it? Either help find it or go back to the barracks. You know what? I mean, considering you're this easily bored, and you might as well, you know, take some time off and... Wandering around the halls, I look for any signs of her pet. She didn't really describe its appearance, though. Simply telling someone that they know if they saw it isn't good enough. I suddenly stop when I hear meowing. It's a small, furry black cat hiding behind one of the curtains.
そんなところに隠れていたの？探したわよ。
Approaching the creature, she picks it up and takes it over to a nearby chair. The tiny cat bounds up onto her chest, letting out a happy meow. That's a cat. Nuzzling her face, it gets comfortable and looks like it's going to fall asleep. Of course, the cat would fall asleep on Booba. I'm not sure if the noble woman is relieved or not. Her face is completely emotionless.
ありがとう、この衛兵さん。おかげで助かったわ。ところで、どこか見覚えのある顔のような。どこかでお会いしたかしら。い
いえ、お初にお目にかかるかと思いますが。
そう。変ね。
Strange.
あなたとはどこかで会ったはず。間違いなく。
多分人違いとかじゃないでしょうか。
Yeah, I don't think I know you.
そう。じゃあ、そうなのかもしれないわね。
Unless you're the Empress, then could be some
議会の者たちが考えていることは自分たちの安全だけ。世界がこんなにも恐ろしい状況になり、誰もが怯えている。それがとても物悲しい。かつてこの世には光と喜びが満ち溢れていたのに、今や民草たちは恐怖に怯え、壁の外へ出ることもかなわない。
確かに昔に比べれば大変かもしれませんが、私は王都に仕える英士であることを誇りに思ってますよ。
Ain't that the truth?
私のような新米英士でもこの国を守りたいって思ってますし。
I mean, it's better than I mean, I don't know what's more boring, the combat training, or, you know, being a guard at a castle. So, I don't know what are the choices.
命令に従うことだけが忠義だと思わないのね、この衛兵さん。いずれ時が来れば、あなた自身が決断することもあるでしょう。
Idly, she looks away from me, towards one of the many windows carved out of the stone walls.
ねえ、星をどう思う？
星ですか？いえ、特には何も。
そう。私は毎晩星を見ている。もし星たちが天から降りてきたら、などとね。
天から降りてくるって、そんなことあるんですか？鳥みたいに？
ああ、まだ私自身見たことはないのだけど、いつか降りてくる。いつか必ず。
One of those stars will fall. Her eyes, despite how evasive they are, seem sorrowful. Sorrowful. I can't even talk. Whoa, what a time to come back. Yeah, here's my response. If people get shocked from seeing images like this.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah. That being said, I mean, I've seen like, what, 2 revealing images? Although it would break YouTube's TOS, so... I hear a certain longing in her voice. A tiny shred of emotion.
こんなざれ言など、にわかには信じられないでしょう。どうやらあなたは急いでいるようだし。
Look like you're about to leave?
もう用は済みました。あとは好きになさい。
I look like I'm about to leave? Well, Raylan is gonna ask you if you're the freaking empress, but considering you look like you're a noblewoman, can't really tell.
そうさせていただきます。
今宵、空を見ましょ
う。なぜですか
？Pretty sure her answer would be, don't ask, just do it.
星は天から降ってくるものだから。だから今宵は空を見なさい。おそらく星が降り立つ様子を見られるわ。
わかりました。仰せのままに。
ありがとう。ではまた。ごきげんよう。
She leaves just as quietly as she came, taking her tiny cat with her. I just stand there for a moment trying to make sense of what she was talking about. Who was she anyway? Her very presence was overwhelming to be in. Oh well, I'll work it out later. I'm going to get out of here. As they would say. I haven't been able to sleep at all tonight, once again. The noble woman's words keep coming back to me. She spoke of the stars, of stars being able to fall from the heavens. How could it even be possible? Nothing has ever fallen from the heavens before. Sneaking past my fellow sleeping novices, I look outside the tiny window in our barracks. The stars are always so clear in the sky. How could one of those distant lights plummet from the heavens? I wonder what a star is actually meant to be. They're so far away though, I'll never be able to see one up close. Again, they give stuff like this. Does it really matter what they are? I'll find out what they mean one day. I don't know. This entire world is such a mystery. There's just so much before us that we can't understand. I'm just a soldier. I don't have the answers to these things. But does it really matter what they are in the end? What difference would that knowledge make? All of these glittering lights in the sky, perhaps the Empress knows what they are. This is all too much for me to handle tonight. It's like there's a hive of insects buzzing inside my head, telling me that I need to know with 1,000 tiny voices. My far-seeing has always come with overwhelming curiosity. I'm always looking where I'm not supposed to, but now my gift cannot reveal any secrets for me. Maybe that's why I'm so frustrated by what the noblewoman said to me. She's the only one who knows, and I can't find a way to figure it out myself. Perhaps I'll never know what the stars truly are, if they mean anything. That does not mean I cannot enjoy the way that they sparkle in the sky. No, I just have trouble sleeping, that's all. Gwyn groggily emerges from her bed. She rubs her eyes before she looks at me again.
また誰かのことを覗き見してたの？こんな時間まで起きてるから、朝鎧を着る時間もないんだわ。
Yet another accusation. I can't get a moment's peace no matter what time of the day it is. The straw manning, it's insane. Even Gwyn is suspicious of me. It's not fair.
違うわよ、グイーン。単に寝つけなかっただけ。いろいろと考えることがあってさ。
何？考えることって。
なんて言えばいいのかな。口では説明しにくいわ。
やっぱり覗き見してるんじゃない。言い訳してもお見通しよ。
違うったら。私が能力を使っているかどうか、グインには区別がつくでしょ。どう？私使ってたかしら。
でもずっと起きてあなたを見張ってたわけじゃないから。
Oh. So Raylan is not the only one staying up then.
私が目を覚ますまでは たかもしれない。
ひどいわ。どうしていつもそんな小言ばっかり。
Yeah, you just said you just said that you and fuck. Oh my gosh. You just asked why you were staying up, but yet you.
あなたは私の教官、親友だって思ってたのに。
ちょっと落ち着いてレイリン。声が大きいわ。みんな起きちゃう。
そうだけど。
それにね、そんなに覗きたかったら私のこととか覗けば。私は別にそういうの気にしないし。
Oh god. Oh, did she figure it? Did Gwen figure it out? Did Gwen figure it out that Raylan was spying on her in the bathtub? Not bathtub, but the hot tub. Wow.
あ、ゴリン、何を言った？
なんでもない。今のは忘れて。
I mean, it sounds like you were going to say something, but why are we even having this conversation? We're saying nothing worthwhile to each other. All Gwen is doing is throwing around accusations. Yeah, we're almost 2 hours in, and it feels like accusations of anything.
それでレイリン、
2 hours of playing Sakura Fantasy, that is.
何をそんなに考え込んでいたの？私でよければ相談に乗るわ。
今日お城で綺麗な女の人と出会ったの。
Yeah, while I was at guard duty, I saw this woman with nobility. I wonder if she's the Empress.
彼女と話をしていたのだけど、その内容が私には難しくて、なんだかさっぱりわからないの。
綺麗な女の人？内容が難しいってどんな話だったのかしら。それにどうしてレイリーに話しかけたのかしらね。その綺麗な女の人は。
そこまで気にする？まあ今日から議会場の警備になったから、ホールからのひたすら長い廊下をパトロールしてたら偶然に出会ったのよ。その人の飼い猫が迷子だからって。猫はすぐに見つかって、それから急に彼女が不思議な話をし始めたの。なぜだかわからないけど、彼女は議会についていろいろと知ってるみたい。議会の人たちは自分たちのことしか考えてないって言ってたわ。
ねえ、一体どんな感じの人だったかしら。
綺麗な銀色の髪に空っぽい灰色の瞳をしてて、とても不思議な人だったの。月光で透き通るような体を持った青白い精霊みたいな。
Glimmering in moonlight. Gwen grows silent after hearing that.
なるほどね。
Oh, I see.
ねえ、その女の人、他にはどんな話をしていたかしら。少しでも思い出せない？
空から星が降りてくると思うなんて変なこと聞かれたわ。どういう意味なのかさっぱりで。グイン、あなたならわかる？
She wants you to learn I don't know. I don't know.
それだけでは私にもわからないわ。
It's either something to do with science or, star falling to heaven means like there's some possible, sense of danger. Gwen looks troubled by the news. She's usually quite knowledgeable about topics like these.
そんなことがあったら気になって眠れないのも無理はないわね。
Maybe.
さっきは疑ったりしてごめんね。私も少しなら起きててあげるわ。
Hello?
それにその話、すごくミステリアスだし、私こういうの好き。私は苦手。だいたい謎めいたことを言いたいだけ言ってどっか行っちゃうなんて。なんではっきり言わないのかな。意味わかんない。
Apparently, Raylan's conversation with the noble woman is a little too philosophical for her.
その女の人にはきっと彼女なりの理由があるのよ。
Or, maybe it's a way to get to know each other, I guess, later.
私が答えてあげられればよかったのだけど。いいってば、そのうちわかるでしょ。そうだといいのだけど、わからないままっていうのは悩ましいわね。
That's what they all say.
気になって眠れなくなる気持ちわかるわ。いや、気にしすぎだよ。グインまでそんな風にならなくとも。
You shall cope with it.
私もできる範囲で調べてみようかしら。とにかく今夜はもう遅いわ。もうベッドに戻らないと。こんなところキラ教官に見つかったりでもしたら。
Yeah, but what if Kara was also having trouble sleeping?
うん。あ、でももうちょっとだけ。なんとなく空を見ていたいの。そう？じゃあ私はベッドに戻るわね。あまり無茶をしないで。おやすみなさい、ベイビー。
When she returns to her bed, I can hear her whisper. I can hear her whisper something. I don't really know what though.
レイリン、もしあなたの話した人があのお方だったとしたら、あなたが次の英雄かもしれない。
Her new champion.
伝説の英雄たちはみんなあのお方に見出されると言われている。
Hmm.
本当にあのお方なのかはわからないけれど、成り行きを私が見守らなきゃね。私はあなたの
ないわ。おやすみ、レイリー。
I try to draw closer to her in order to listen in, but it's no use. She's already stopped talking. I wonder what it was she was saying. I suppose it doesn't really matter to me. I think I'll continue to watch the sky. Will a star really fall? Probably not. I can't say for certain. Oh, hey. It's the same image that was used in the front of the Steam store page right there. Would you look at that? Wait, what is that? As I look on at the sky, I see a glowing shape. It's like a comet right there. Is there even a thing? Oh, hides the text box. I guess if you press H. Okay. Oh, good to know. Glowing shape. A streak of light is going across the sky. A great trail of luminous ribbons following it. It's enormous too, almost as if it is swallowing the entire night. One of the old legends I had read as a child described a serpent which ate the night sky. I can't help but think of that as the glowing streak comes down towards the earth. As I look on and wonder, the streak begins to grow larger and larger. Something is falling from the sky itself. But that couldn't be possible. It can't happen. It's never happened before. But my eyes do not lie. Something is falling. Never before have I seen such a sight. It's burning too. A great flaming star is dropping from the heavens. The entire sky is filled with this light now. It's as if the sun had appeared in the night sky. My eyes open wide as I recall that noble woman's words. Well, it does turn out to be true, so I guess she wasn't wrong. She must have known this was coming. The very ground beneath me shakes as the star draws closer and closer to the ground. What? Are you telling me this mystery woman is a psychic? Or like one that predicts the future? Armor plates and weapon racks begin to rattle too. Wait, what if it hits the capital? Would we all be destroyed? No, I won't panic. I have to keep my cool in the face of any situation. There's nothing I can do but hope that it doesn't hit us. To my relief, it doesn't appear to be heading towards the capital. Plummeting towards the earth, I can hear the thundering crack of its impact somewhere beyond the city. It's enough to make the entire barracks wake up. Panicked voices echo through the hall. Everyone immediately reaching for their armor. Yeah, that's a good question. What is going on? Well, it ain't no invasion going on, that's for sure. It's true. I've never heard of anything falling from the sky like this before. Is it an omen of some sort? I can't say for sure. It was an omen. The panic in the barracks begins to worsen. Arms and armor are being wildly thrown on. It's not long before everyone is standing to attention. But I can't tear my eyes away from the sky. A terrible sense of dread fills my entire being. What is going to come of this star? There's too many questions I don't know the answer to.
全員静粛にベッドに戻りなさい
Uh-oh. Seems fun is over.
大きな音がしただけよ何も慌てることはない
Many whispers spread among the novices. Novices doubting Kara's words. How is it not something to worry about? Unwilling to argue with their instructor, most of the novices begin to remove their hastily equipped armor and settle back into their beds. Kara notices that I'm standing by the window.
レイリン言ったはずだお前もベッドに戻れ
That's all she has to say before I return to my bunk. I am not satisfied with that, though. I think I'll take a moment to see what Kara is doing in her
いい
office.
かみんなとにかく落ち着くんだ街は今混乱に包まれている我々兵士までがパニックに陥れば誰も王都の秩序を守れんぞいいか何を聞かれてもじきに落ち着くからといって安心させてやるのだ言ってることは決して間違いではない嘘も方便だいいな
So she's lying to us to stop us from panicking? In order to keep order across the city in case we need to? I think I had better look closer at the city then. See what kind of reaction they've having towards the star. As I look in the city, their reaction is about what I'm expecting. There are people running wild in the streets. The guards are trying their best to keep the populace calm. There's nothing to be concerned about. Please remain calm. His words do little to pacify the angry mob in front of them. They throw angry accusations at him. All of them demand answers, yet he has none to offer them. He just slowly backs away, his polearm pointed at the crowd. It's not long before a large, angry mob has gathered. I can see numerous guards locking ranks to hold them back. Yet Kara tells us that there's nothing to worry about. I would say there definitely is something to worry about. It looks like the city is in a state of panic too. Yet Kara tells us that there's nothing wrong. There is something seriously wrong. Can we really just lie here and sleep while the capital is on the brink of chaos? I want to go out there to quell it, but I just know that Kara won't allow me. Unfortunately, all I can do is obey her and head back to bed. Oh well, I am sure we will have a chance to quell it soon. Alright, well, that's enough for that one. Alright, well that concludes part 2. Alright, what do I know from here? Well, all I know is the star fell from the sky and then it causes the capital to turn into a brink of chaos after the mystery noblewoman, you know, predicts something like that. Especially when she told Raylan to watch the stars outside. Well, and what does it mean, though? I guess chaos would start soon, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, that being said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. All right, let's see. I think that is enough to do on this one, though. turn that off. Is there anything we can do? Look, here's the thing, right? If anything, when it comes to let me turn down the thing right here. There we go. Look, for the past week of me like listening through like, you know, video essays and whatnot, maybe people should like listen to Hassan's advice and, you know, and not freak out when, you know, when you want something out of him, right? That's the weird thing about, you know, his Twitch chat. It's like they're like a tiny little percentage to be like it. They either don't care about it or they want to switch the, you know, the TV, to switch the channel on the TV. I mean, considering the, you know, the previous videos that I watch. Oh well. At least I can, I don't know if I can pull up the example, but yeah, it's the videos from like a few days ago. I mean, it is getting close to Christmas Eve, so I think I did enough recording of segments from here. Normally I could stream longer, but you know, it's close to Christmas anyway, so I will stop it from here.